Hi dear readers, this is Simona Rich, and in this video I'm going to talk about my relationship update as well as promiscuity. And I already recorded one video and then I watched it and actually it was not clear, the camera was not clear, so I hope now the camera is clear and I will be able to record this video successfully. So I would like to update you that everything is okay with my relationship. We are very happy with each other. We really love each other, and I think that's because we both understand that human beings are not perfect and we are not looking for fulfillment in this relationship. We're just happy with having another being to share our lives with. So we just love being with each other. We accept each other for who we are, and we also accept our flaws, which is very important, because I believe many relationships end because people are unable to accept each other's flaws. And the reason many people split up is because they think that they want another person to fulfill them, and unless you yourself are whole, it's not going to happen. You will not feel fulfilled even though you are with a very good person. And I think that's the reason many relationships end, because people look for fulfillment in another person rather than in themselves. So they have not yet touched that inner depth within them, therefore they feel void within. They feel like there is a void within and they want to fill it with either food or purchases of any sort or love from other people, and it's just not going to work. After maybe for some time you will feel fulfilled, and then you will start seeing flaws of another person, get disillusioned and split up. So but when you have already found depth within yourself and you're confident with who you are, you're at peace with yourself, then you're no longer looking to get fulfillment from you are no longer looking for another person to fulfill you, but it's just natural for men and women to live together. Body has its own needs also, and people want to have families, but that's all fine, but there should not be an attempt to, you know, get fulfillment from relationships, because none of us are perfect. We all have flaws, and although spiritual teachers are put on a pedestal, they are also, unless they are totally liberated, they have their character flaws. We are all like this. We have imperfections, and to expect that another human being is going to be perfect and will make your life amazing is it's going to, such a belief is going to make you very unhappy, because all humans have imperfections. And another problem that causes many divorces and relationship endings is because the media encourages women especially to be promiscuous, and it's portrayed as though if women have multiple partners, it means they're very self-confident, they're very strong, they're equal to men and so forth. But actually the very opposite happens when women keep sleeping with different people. They lose their self-confidence, they lose their self-esteem, they lose that spark in their eyes. They just feel empty and drained, because with you form soul connection with every person that you sleep with, so you kind of leave your soul in every person you sleep with. So if you sleep with many people, you will feel as though you're losing your soul, and those soul ties will weigh you down. You will feel emotional confusion, you will feel mental confusion. And people who have, men too, who have multiple partners, they keep changing partners, sleeping with different people that they don't even know well enough. They have such chaotic energy fields that you just want to run away. If you're very spiritually attuned, if you're, especially if you've been celibate like I did, you're very attuned to the spiritual fields of people. And people from the West who come here to India, 99% of them have very chaotic energy fields. Even the youth, and that's a sad thing, that even teenagers have that. They, as a result of being seduced by the media, they want to copy that lifestyle that they see in Hollywood movies, and they sleep also with multiple people, especially in the US, because Hollywood movies come from the US. So it's very sad to see that. Comparing the youth of the West, especially American youth, with the youth of India, there's a huge difference. And of course, there is this virus of promiscuity coming from the West to India as well, and the rich, youth of the rich in India is seduced by that lifestyle. It's not so much influencing as of yet people who are from middle income earning families or poor families. They're still very much holding on to their Hindu traditions, and therefore they do not, well, people say it's done in secret, but it's not. But there are youth that are staying, that do not have any sexual relationships until marriage. So definitely, if you compare the energy field of an average youth of the West to an energy field of an average youth of India, you will feel huge difference, because especially both boys and girls, but I especially pay attention to girls, like traditional girls of India. Yes, some of them, they do it in secret, they have boyfriends, they may even sleep with that person, but it's not done at a rate of the West. So she may have like a one boyfriend and then get married to another person, maybe two, but it's not like a usual thing. Therefore, their energy fields remain pure, their magnetism, strong magnetism of girls remains, and they have this sparkle in their eyes. Their eyes look alive and full of soul, and the same applies to boys also. But I don't see that in the youth of the West, unfortunately. Their energy fields are already chaotic, and I'm just even more scared to understand what happens when they grow up and they keep continuing that lifestyle. It's possible to lose totally the clarity of the mind if one continues such a lifestyle. That the soul connections that you form as a result of such a lifestyle weigh you down. You will lose clarity. But fortunately, that clarity can be gained back if you stop such lifestyle, if you did lead it, and then remain celibate, cut all the cords that you formed with other men or women. And I already made a video about it, so you can just YouTube on my channel, search for the video, I think called cord cutting something, cutting cords or cord cutting technique or something like this. So if you cut cords with those people and then stay celibate, what happens with people like that, from my experience also, I observed this happening to other people, is that after a few years or a year of being celibate, they attract the right person, they get married, they have children, they are happy. So there is a way out of that lifestyle. It's such a shame that the media encourages such promiscuous lifestyle, portraying it as though it gives independence and freedom and self-confidence, when actually the very opposite happens. So there are talks that there is an agenda behind it. They basically want women and men to sleep with many people so that they are unable to form meaningful and long-term relationships, so that they don't have families. Basically, there are talks that this is going to help with the population explosion if people are no longer even connecting, or even if they have children are dysfunctional, they are unable to form normal relationships anymore. So maybe it's true, or maybe it's just done for just to keep people on low level of consciousness, you know, just focused on sex and nothing more. And it's a shame that so many people are seduced by that, especially the youth, the future of our world. And it's mainly coming from the US. And unfortunately, traditional countries such as India are also beginning to become influenced, especially the richest class, which tries to which looks up to the West and copies their behavior. Unfortunately, they try to copy usually the worst aspects of the life of Westerners. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. So although this is unfortunate that so many people are seduced by the lies of the media, of this lifestyle of promiscuity, giving independence and happiness and freedom, I think that many people will wake up, because they may see in movies happy faces of women sleeping around with various men that they don't really even know. I think that if they copy such a lifestyle, very soon they will understand that it leads only to the sense of emptiness and depression. So I believe that many people, at least I hope that many people would wake up, reassess what they're doing and stop doing that. And celibacy will and cord cutting will definitely heal them. And then when the energy field is in harmonious, you're in touch with how you feel, then you will be able to attract the right person. Just feeling that person energetically, you will no longer be seduced by what they say, you will no longer be seduced by how they look, but you will know energy wise whether the person is right for you or not. And that's how you would be able to form soul connection, strong soul connection. You as though will become one soul with that person, although there are two bodies, but the soul is one. That's what we believe, me and my boyfriend, happened to us, because we experience endless synchronicities. Almost every day something happens that is as though coincidental. Like this is very often happens that I think about something and my boyfriend verbalizes it, and I just said, I was just thinking about it. This is just so usual. But I already mentioned in other articles and videos about synchronicities that happen between us. So I believe that if you have no soul ties with other people, if you cut them, for example, if you stay celibate, if you know what you want, if you're at peace with yourself, if you feel whole, then when the time is right, you will attract the right person who also did not waste himself, or at least if he wasted himself, he will probably also would stay without any relationship, understanding his mistakes and healing his energy field. And then you will form a very strong bond that is not likely to dissolve. So I wish more people would realize the damage that the media is doing with portraying such a lifestyle as empowering. I especially see this affecting women, because women are naturally more emotional, and they are get attached easily to men, and it does them great harm if they change men like this. It's likely that if they have families, it's going to be a dysfunctional family. So I hope that especially women will understand the damage that they are doing to themselves, their minds, their souls, and their bodies with such a lifestyle. And I hope that they would also understand that it's unlikely that serious men would want long-time relationship with a woman that they see changing partners all the time, because although we as though live in a very modern and accepting society, deep within, men want women who are loyal, who had fewer relationships, and who could be trusted, who don't who are not into drinking or parties, having a good time with men, because men want security and men want loyalty, and if a woman is more conservative and doesn't waste herself, she will get much more interest from men who are serious. And I can tell that from my own experience also. If you were my long-term subscriber, you know that I had only very few relationships. I want to have I'm not interested in I'm not interested in going for new men or anything like this. I want to make the relationship that I have work, and the reason that I wasn't able to do so with a previous relationship is because that person was a psychopath, and I made many videos about it. So if you're my long-term subscriber, you must know it. But because my readers are aware that I'm more conservative, I'm not seduced by the lifestyle of today of drinking, parties and multiple men, I got several marriage proposals. I have many men who would like to date me. And although now, of course, it's not the case because people know I'm in a relationship, but before I would get proposals, and I would attract interest from men who were family oriented, who wanted marriage, who wanted serious relationships. So if a woman is more conservative, she may not look very modern, but she will be paid attention to by men who are interested in long-term relationships. That's what is my personal experience, and that's what I've noticed about other women who lead a similar lifestyle to mine. So I think that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Thank you for watching. Take care.